Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Sam and welcome back to another video with me here at Sam of Somalia. Apologies that there haven't been many videos this week. It's been a little bit lazy this week, but it's mostly because I've just been busy doing stuff, but it's a Sunday, and of course that means that we do Somali with Sam Sundays, so rather than kind of going over some content of learning Somali, we're going to talk about places that you can go to learn Somali. So I want to do a video around opportunities that you have to learn Somali at university. Like a lot of you guys have been following this channel for a while, you know that I learned Somali at university level, and there are other universities in the world where you can study Somali for credit. So we're going to be going over 4 of them. There are 4, 2 that are in Europe, 2 that are in the States. So and I'm sure there must be others. And there must be others. So if you know of others, then I sort of a reach out to the community as well. You guys, if you know of other universities where you can study Somali for credit, then please let me know. Either just put it in the comments and I'll make sure it gets in the description. To anybody else who's interested in this, then I'll make sure that there's some links for you and some information for you in the description as well, inshallah. So the first one is Harvard University. I've heard on very, very good authority that at Harvard, and I've looked into it as well, you can study Af Somali for credit at Harvard University, which is really cool. Obviously a university in the States, incredibly prestigious university in the States. The second one is Ohio State University. I've been onto the website myself, and you can study Af Somali for credit at Ohio State University as well. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, a lot of Somalis that I know are from Ohio as well. Yeah, from Ohio State, which is really cool. So I don't have a lot of viewers from Ohio, by the way. I've got loads from loads from Minnesota, but not from Ohio. But anyway, yeah, Ohio State University is a university where you can do Somali for credit. The third one is a university in Helsinki. In Helsinki, there's actually a program, like a full-time program where you can do Somali. And there are actually 2 options. There's an option at that university to do it Somali for non-native speakers, and then there's like a Somali undergrad entire degree for Somali, for non-native speakers and for native speakers, which is really cool. So they've obviously got the resources to teach at a really high level if they're offering, you know, Somali language and Somali linguistics for native speakers. So that's really amazing that there is that kind of those kinds of resources, those kind of knowledgeable people who can make that available to us in Europe, which is really cool. And the 4th and final one is the university where I went to. Is a university called SOAS. SOAS stands for the School of Oriental and African Studies. And I'll tell you a little bit more about kind of the experience of learning Somali there. So you can do Somali, you can do 1 module of Somali. So if you're 4 modules that you do, you can do an entire module in Somali. And you get 4 hours a week. You have 2 evening classes. The university deliberately organises it so it's evening classes, so people who are professionals and have jobs and stuff can also access those courses, which is really nice. You know, when I was there, we had I think 3 or 4 people who were professionals of whatever, and they would come in the evenings and come and do the course with us. So it was on Mondays and Wednesdays, not sure what it is now. And the 2 main teachers that are there's a teacher called Abdul Qadir, and there's another very, very well-known teacher called Martin Orwin as well, who's the author of, I think I have his book actually somewhere. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, I have his book as well, Somali, Colloquial Somali. That's his book. He's the author of this book. And yeah, so those are the 2 teachers. Martin Orwin, I think, is also a lecturer in Amharic as well. Yeah, I think he's a lecturer in Amharic as well, which is really cool. So those are the 2 guys. The classes they're like 10. We had like 10, I think, but there is also an option, like there's an entire African studies department at SOAS. So you know, you can do Somali up to, you can do like professional written Somali, and Somali for formal usage, I think, is another module that you can do at SOAS, which is really cool. Something else which is also something to bear in mind is that most universities, especially in London, have Somali Societies. The Somali Society was quite new when I was at university, and I mentioned them in my book, actually. But yeah, there's Somali Societies at most universities, especially in London. I know there is actually in Northampton as well, Northampton University. But yeah, those of you guys hopefully can start a conversation in the comments anyway. If there are people at universities that have a Somali Society, then maybe you can offer Somali language sessions and stuff like that for people who are non-native speakers. Would be really nice. I know SOAS, that their Somali Society did do Somali like speaking sessions, even like for native speakers, to practice their Somali and stuff, which is really cool as well. But Somali Society is always really active, which is really nice, really cool to get involved in Somali Societies. It'd be nice if on the channel I could have some guests. I might reach out to one of the SOAS, probably the SOAS, as I've got, obviously I went there, so I know the people there, but might reach out to some other university Somali Societies, reach out to them, see if we can do something collaborative together. The last thing that I wanted to mention before I go is tomorrow we're going to look at a Somali exam paper. We'll look at a Somali exam paper from when I was at university. It's a past paper, Somali paper. We'll work through it together. It'll be a bit of a longer video probably because we're doing that. Might at least be sort of 10 minutes or so. But you'll get to experience me trying to tackle a degree level Somali exam and get to talk to you about it and stuff as well. I might do that on Facebook Live too. If any of you are on Facebook, I might do that live. So some of you can kind of chip in with advice and stuff too if I come across questions that I'm not sure about. But I did well in my Somali exams, by the way. I got first in Somali, which is really cool. Yeah, I did well in Somali at university, which was cool. The way you do an exam normally is there's an oral exam as well, but in the oral exam, you know, you don't do a lot of like Somali conversation really, like it is around kind of grammar and written Somali that you learn most at university, but you do need to be able to prove that you can string together a ما في عنده هاي and ولا one egg say هاي and a London band again هاي and stuff like that. You need to be able to string together some of those. They just want to test that. But yeah, that's it for me for now. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, then don't forget to like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But before I end, just make sure you check in tomorrow. Hopefully the video will go up at around 5. That's what I'll aim for. But yeah, check in tomorrow when we go through a Somali exam paper, inshallah, and that'll be good fun for us to go over that. So we'll do some more Somali language tomorrow, and that's it from me for now. Enjoy your evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.